Let me show you something real quick. Right now, my views suck. I'm talking low. Like, did YouTube forget I exist kind of low? And what's crazy about that is this is the same channel that I used to get hundreds, sometimes thousands of views when I was posting for DoorDash content. Same guy, same voice, same phone, completely different results. So I want you to know that if you're sitting there right now thinking to myself, maybe YouTube just isn't for me, or maybe you're thinking maybe I missed my chance or my calling, and I don't want you to feel that way. You need to hear this. You're probably not the problem. You're just early, right? So let me break this down in the simplest way possible for you. Because once you understand this part, everything will change. When I was making DoorDash videos, YouTube knew exactly who to show my content to, right? People are searching DoorDash tips. People are looking to make extra money. People are already watching other DoorDash videos and creators, right? So I had data, okay? I had some history. I had the confidence, all that wrapped into one. Now, fast forward, I'm not doing DoorDash, right? I switched my content. And instead of creating a new channel, I pivoted. Now I'm helping people like over 40 start a YouTube channel. That's a totally different audience, totally different mindset, different problems. So now YouTube is probably sitting there thinking, what's this guy doing? I thought we were doing DoorDash, right? Hold on. Who is this for now? That's what they're asking, right? And when YouTube doesn't know who to show your videos to, it's not going to push it out, right? Who's the audience? That's what they need to know. And it's not because they hate you, trust me. It's because they're just unsure. They're unsure who to show it to. And that's the part that nobody explains to beginners, that there's an audience avatar for your people. Low views don't mean your content's bad necessarily. Low views usually just mean that YouTube is still trying to figure you out. And that's okay. It may take time. And I got proof of this. Like, I have some screenshots that I'm going to share with you from DoorDash videos that I did, showing the solid views, my engagement traction there, right? Then I got screenshots showing you what's going on now with my current posting, right? It's like, did anybody even see this video? I mean, that's what I'm thinking to myself. It's a huge and massive drop. And if you didn't understand what's happening behind the scenes, you would probably take that personally. I know, so I'm weathering it out. That's how I look at it. You'd probably think, oh, I fell off, I lost it, I'm not good anymore, I'm just gonna give up, right? But here's the truth. I didn't fall off. I reset my entire system. And YouTube is just having a hard time with that right now. And that's okay. A lot of you are doing the same thing. You just didn't realize it, okay? I'm gonna be patient. I'm gonna keep posting, keep showing up. And finally, eventually, it will catch traction. So if you're starting a YouTube channel right now, especially if you're over 40, you're not just posting videos. You're building data that YouTube is gonna use. So you have to understand, this is all from scratch. YouTube doesn't know you yet. It doesn't trust you yet. It doesn't understand your audience yet, your avatar. They need to know that. And trust takes time. So please be patient. What do most people do? They post a few videos, they don't get the views, and then they start to panic. They're overthinking things in their head. And they're like, I'm not good at this, and they just want to quit. And they change their topic. They change their thumbnails. They change their titles. And they just start changing everything, right? Now YouTube is even more confused because you're not being consistent. It's like, what are you doing? We're trying to get the data and then you go switch everything, right? It's like trying to train someone, but every time they start learning, you switch the lesson on them. It's not going to work, right? You've got to pick your lane and stay in that. And stay in it long enough for it to make sense. So even when it feels like it's not working, you need to stick with it. Because let me tell you, this is one of the biggest things that happens behind the scenes that you're not aware of. YouTube is testing you in small little batches, right? It might show your video out there to 10 people. And if it goes okay, then it'll show it to 20. And then maybe over here it'll show it to 50, right? And based on how those people interact and react to your video, it decides what to do next. That's how the algorithm works. But if your channel is new or you've changed your content, I mean, those tests are going to be very small. Where are they pulling the data from, right? So And of course, it's going to be small at first. This is going to continue as you keep posting. And here's where people mess up. They never give it enough time to grow. That's what I'm saying. They give it up too easily, right? They expect big results from small data. And that's not how it works. I want you to think, instead of focusing on how many views did I get, I want you to start asking yourself, am I being consistent enough for YouTube to learn from my data, from what's happening? Because honestly, the consistency is what builds clarity for them. And clarity is what's going to lead to your growth. Once you have data, you could analyze it and grow from there. But we need the data first. So let's talk about the part nobody likes. And that's the invisible phase, right? This is the phase where you're posting your videos, you're trying different things, you're showing up, and it feels like nobody's watching. Like nobody cares, right? And this is where most people quit. And it's not because you can't do it. It's because you can't see it working yet. And in your mind, you start questioning what you're doing. And I've been there. I questioned it when I started changing my channel over, right? I'm literally right there again now. And yeah, it messes with your head. I'm going to be honest. It does. You start to overthink everything. And I'm an overthinker by nature. That's just me. Was the video bad? Should I have said this? Should I have said that? Should I just delete this video? Should I try something else? And the answer is no. Plain and simple, no. You need to stay the course. You're doing right now is building momentum that you can't see yet. It's being consistent and showing up. It's happening behind the scenes. Every video is stacking. Every upload is more data. So every time you show up, you're getting better with your videos, right? Your confidence gets better. Your delivery gets better, right? Your message that you're sharing gets clearer to your audience, right? And that's what matters more than your views right now. So don't look at views, because views will come later. The skill comes first. And if you're focusing on the skill, the video views will eventually catch up, right? It will. If you're chasing the views too early, I guess I want to say, you're going to quit before you develop your skills, because you're looking at those views and it puts a mindset that you're just going to give up. And it's a false mindset. And if your biggest struggle is just hitting that record button because you're afraid of going on camera, I want you to think about this. Quit being scared. You keep telling yourself, I'll start tomorrow. I don't know how to get on video. Well, I made something for you because I know that's a big part for people. It's called Just Post It. It's a free guide that I created, and it's literally designed to get you out of your head and back into action and start posting videos. And I'll leave a link down in the description for you guys, so go ahead and grab it after this video. But I want to share that with you because a lot of times people are stuck in their head and they don't want to get on camera and they have a fear of that. Let me give you a perspective shift, okay? Instead of saying my videos only got 10 views, say this instead. 10 people watched me, right? I know it's a subtle shift. That's 10 real people, 10 chances to connect, 10 opportunities to improve, right? And if you treat those 10 people like they matter, you'll grow. I'm just being honest with you. You're here to help, even if you help one person, right? But if you act like this is not enough, you're just going to quit. You're going to give up. And you'll never get to 100 or 1,000 or more. Because every big creator that you watch right now started exactly like this. They're talking to nobody out there. They're posting it anyway. They're feeling unsure of themselves. But they stayed the course. And that's the difference. It's not talent. It's not luck. It's not some secret strategy. They just didn't quit in the phase where it got hard for them, right? And look, I've had success before. I was making money with YouTube before. I saw what was possible. And I know that's possible. But even with that experience from the past, I still have to go through this phase again. And it's still messing with my head. There's no skipping it. There's no shortcut to grow on YouTube. You earn it. every time. So if you're in that phase right now, and you have low views, you have low engagement, you're doubting yourself a little bit, I want you to stay the course. Stay consistent, stay focused, stay in your lane. And most importantly, keep showing up, because eventually YouTube figures you out. And when it does, everything starts to click. But only if you're still there when it happens. I'm still here, low views and all. Still posting, still showing up. And if you're serious about this, you should be too. Because the only way this doesn't work is if you stop. You and I, we're not going to do that.